The Journeyman series, brought to you by Game Day Gum. There's always an adjustment period during spring training to waking up at 5:30. I wish I didn't even need to sleep. I wish we could just be a vampire. It's a bummer that this spring training I had to start it without Caitlin and Jagger. Caitlin's pregnant right now, and she had a couple of more appointments left. Yesterday was a really big one. We found out what the gender is going to be. Found out we're having a boy. So if you're a fan of baseball and you haven't been to spring training in Arizona, you got to come check it out. The teams aren't far apart, everything's really close, everything's fairly new here, the weather's beautiful. I mean, it's a good place to be and get ready for a season. What position do you play? Shortstop, me too growing up. You pitch at all? Sometimes. Just keep playing as long as you can. Thank you, man. Usually one of the first things that we do in spring training is to stand in against live pitching. We don't necessarily swing right away, but you got to train your eyes to track a baseball traveling 95 miles an hour. And the only way to do that is to stand in against a pitcher and track the balls in. I mean, after you go a few weeks without seeing a pitch, like, you know, if somebody spends time on the DL for about 4 weeks and then comes back, their rhythm's going to be a little off, the timing's going to be a little off. You just have to really focus on the ball. So as I'm walking around spring training from station to station, it's great seeing fans. And one thing about Surprise Stadium, that complex, is the intimacy. I feel like fans get to walk among all the players and we can sign things for them as they're going station to station. If you're a fan that really likes to get to know their players and get close to them, I feel like Surprise Stadium is a great place to be for that.
You want me to take a picture of you guys together?
Yeah. We want to take
let me use that good camera then.
No, not of us. With you. Oh, we want a picture.
I was going to take one of you guys.
No, we'd rather have you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got it. I'll see you guys later. Nice bag, by the way.
Thank you. Look, I got a Cooperstown.
Cooperstown? I need to order one of those.
So what time is it right now? It's about 5:17. I stayed late, did some recovery stuff. You know, that's pretty much a full day nowadays. You know, I wake up at 5:30. I get to the field before 7 o'clock. I warm up, I eat some breakfast, hang out with some teammates, and then we get after it. We practice, and then we have our game. And our game will typically end around 4 o'clock, give or take. And if I need to work out, I'll get that done. But if not, I'm probably out of the field around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So these days aren't short during spring training. You know, as I go home, I'm always reflecting. I'm thinking about what I did well, what I need to work on. And I think that every ball player should reflect at some level. And it's good to, you don't want to be too negative, too hard on yourself, but certainly acknowledge 3 good things that you did for the day and one thing that you certainly want to work on. That's one of my favorite things about spring training. I like getting to know people, making new friends, and learning. And the more people that I'm talking to and communicating with, the more I have a chance to get to know them and gain some knowledge, especially from trainers. You know, at 32 years old, I don't recover as quickly as I did when I was 22 years old. So I want to know everything that I can that can help prolong my career so that I can play until I'm 40, like Julio Franco. Once again, thank you to our sponsor, game day gum.